said, you've got to knock him out to win the fight.
Hi everyone, Dave here from Boxing Updates. Hope you're all having a good day. Just wanting to have a quick chat about the Justis Huni fight last... I don't know if I'm calling it Justis Huni, aren't I? Before Fabio. Whoa, he has made a big impact, hasn't he? But that Justis Huni and Fabio Wardley fight last night, cracking fight. Unbelievable display by Justis Huni. But before we go on, just obviously the most important thing is that I got it right. I called it right. Don't mean to sound big-headed, but, you know, if you could do with listening to me. That's all I'm saying. Just whatever. But, yeah, it was great, wasn't it? He, first few rounds, you know, it was a bit of feeling out. Fabio, I think I gave him the first two. Did I two? I think two, yeah. First two. It was just all Justis after that, wasn't it? He was fantastic. You can just, you know, regardless of anything, Fabio Wardley is a massive, dangerous puncher, and he did him. And that's a great result for Fabio. But, you know, Justis, the way he was in the dressing room after, it was like, you know, it's pure class, wasn't it? And it was a proper, mature, right way to think about it. You know, it's just one fight, it's boxing, it's heavyweight boxing as well.
Shit happens, you know, we come back, we just bounce back.
His head off.
Alright? We just keep our head up and just bounce back, you know? It is what it is. Head up, team, head up. Head up,
Yeah, that's right.
head up. We bounce back.
You know, and Fabio, another good result for him, really, because I know it didn't look good, a lot of that. He looked really downhearted a long way through that fight where he was getting outboxed and he looked like he'd given up to me at some points. But, you know, it just cements how dangerous he is. You know, I don't think many people really thought he was going to go and outbox him or anything like that. Surely not, because he was never won it. I didn't think it'd be quite so one-sided when, you know, by that respect up until the end. But either way, you know, he's done what he does, and he's just a brilliant fighter. He's great. He's great fun to watch, and I hope he goes really far. The most interesting thing for me, though, is this whole thing with Mick Francis now, with this, they're calling it a short count, and they're going to protest with the WBA. I don't really see what they're going to protest about. I mean, some of the quotes I've got here, that he said, we haven't heard the end of this. I've already spoken to Eddie and Spencer, and they've agreed. I mean, Eddie did say that he felt it was a short count. He said that straight after. But he didn't really seem to be annoyed by it. He just said he was slow getting up, and it was waved off. So I don't know. He said that it's a fucking world title fight, not some fight in the park. They didn't give Huni the correct opportunity. Justis wasn't wobbly when he got to his feet. Yeah, he got hit with a good shot. If he'd had enough, fair enough. But Justis was putting on a boxing clinic. They were looking for an opportunity to give this fight to Wardley. Don't be a dick. It's just, there's no need to say that. It takes away from the experience. It just sounds like sour grapes. And yeah, if you feel you've got something to contest about, do it. You know, the processes are there for that. But for me, maybe I'm just being stupid. It just seems really quite simple. It's, you know, the referee was counting. I've put a watch on it and clocked it, and it was 10 seconds from the point we don't count in seconds. Obviously, it's boxing. It's a 10 count. It's not a 10-second count. The referee counts. It's his responsibility. But from the moment his arse hit the floor to getting waved off was 10 seconds. So, like, whatever that is, it's on the precipice, and the referee's in the ring with him. The referee's looking him in the eyes. The referee's seeing those micro twitches and reactions. He's seeing his balance. If he's holding his gloves, he's feeling it. So, you know, they happen. Premature stoppages happen, and the crap when they do, no one wants to see it. But I'd rather have a premature stoppage than, you know, someone getting seriously hurt. So you've got to weigh it up, and I don't think it was premature. I think the referee made the call. It's a shame for Justis. He went down heavily, and he went down from a good shot. End of, really. It doesn't have to be the end. I just think it muddies the water a little bit if you're behaving like this after a fight. But yeah, I get it. They'll be gutted, you know. They took that fight. They probably, you know, but at that round, like 9-10, they're probably thinking, oh, what's next? You know, we're in the big time now. And it's shit. And I feel for him, but I just don't agree. I don't see it. I've looked at the fight. I'll put it up just the count in a minute, but 10 count. I did, obviously, like I said before, it's not seconds, but I put the timer on. It's 10 seconds from the point he hits the floor to the point he stands up, and the referee waves it off. If the referee's waved it off, I mean, I don't know if there's anything being released from the referee yet. If the referee's waved it off because he doesn't think he's fit to continue, then he's not fit. If the referee's waved it off with 10, you might call it a quick count or a short count, but it's still, I don't know. Nothing's going to come of this for me. Shame, without a doubt. But, you know, we are where we are.
Well, the ref didn't let him get to 10. You know, he actually stopped it at 9 pretty much, but Justis was slow getting up. But they're not going to want to rematch Justis, are they? No. I mean, he lost pretty much every round.
Eddie makes a comment there. We see there that, you know, he was slow getting up. He didn't let him get to 10. Again, I don't think there's an issue with that. I don't think there's going to be a right for a complaint. I kind of hope that Mick Francis just gives his head a little bit of a wobble and just says, all right, forget this. You know, Eddie makes a good point as well, says they're not going to want to give him a rematch. How the hell are they going to give him a rematch? You know, it's what a dangerous fight. He got the win. There's no... At this moment now, Fabio has to focus on the world title shot. You know, obviously we've got the Dubois fight coming against Usyk, and then after that, who knows what's going to happen? You know, these belts, are they going to stay together? The IBF has already separated once from some unification. It's now back in the mix. But is that what's going to go forward? Is Usyk going to retire, and then belts going to be then disseminated out? That, you know, that might be a great opportunity for quite a few boxers on, you know, certainly the likes of Parker and stuff. I mean, what's that man got to do? How many more music videos can he put out calling people out? He's crazy. The guy deserves a title shot. It's outrageous. But yeah, tell me what you think. Remember, new channel. Just getting used to this. I've had some really nice feedback from people about the first video. I was shit myself a little bit. Not done this before. Not in this respect anyway. So it was really, really positive. Anything you like, you don't like, tell me. Let me know. Like it. Yep, like it. Press that bell. Ring my bell. And subscribe. Definitely subscribe. Come on, we've only got 50. It's a bit embarrassing. Get over to Facebook. Get on there as well. Get over to Twitter or X, whatever. Get over to Instagram. Definitely get over to Instagram and TikTok. They're brilliant. Yeah, support us. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.